Hey folks, welcome to my channel. This was not the video I had intended to record today. However, if you've spent any time on YouTube searching for reviews or information about Fallout 76, you've likely ran into the same collection of videos I have. Videos wherein the game is proclaimed to be terrible, a lie, worthless, a reskin of Fallout 4, etc. ad nauseum. There are problems with Fallout 76. There are the same bugs and glitches you would expect to see in any game Bethesda puts out because while they create interesting games, they tend to have quality control issues. That's just something you have to accept. If you're going to play a Bethesda game, you have to accept they're going to have problems. So once we've got those out of the way, the major complaints seem to be that the game is what Bethesda said it was going to be, an online game. First, let's talk about enemies. In all of these videos, people complain that the enemies respawn. They respawn in specific areas, they respawn in the areas between major points on the map, and in all of these situations, these people are playing by themselves. They're treating this game as though it's a Fallout game, where you go into an area and you kill something and it stays dead, and it's not there anymore. That's not what this is. It wasn't what this was supposed to be. And in an online game where you killed everything once, and then the world was empty, would be stupid. The only alternative, then, is to have things respawn. Those respawn timers can be adjusted. That's what patches are for. It seems like a lot of these folks who are making complaints are new to playing online games. So, let's discuss patches. Sometimes when something doesn't work, it gets patched. If something needs adjusted, it gets patched. That's the way it works. Another point you see lamented is level caps on items. Now, I haven't played a Fallout game since New Vegas, I think. But, let's say that Fallout, all the Fallout games, you could equip anything no matter what level you are when you pick it up, which I don't feel like that's always been the case, but hell, I could be wrong. So a level 1 walks out of the vault. Someone has dropped a minigun. The level 1 picks up the minigun. Now you're a level 1 player with a minigun. In what world does that make any sense? One of the large complaints is that the questing system is ridiculous. That it's empty, that there's nothing there, the lack of NPCs, blah, blah, blah. You're going to hear that line repeated constantly. My counter to that is that the idea is not for this game to have had some sort of grand scheme. If it did, it would come to a conclusion and it would be over. That's not the way persistent online games work. They are intended for you to play past some story element. You and your friends playing together are making up a portion of this narrative in this fresh new world. If you ask my opinion, I think Bethesda did this one thing very right, and I didn't expect them to. That thing is that they have made quests where you can drop in no matter where you are in your personal quest line. So if you're joining a friend who is further along in the story or this particular quest chain than you are, you can help them and get rewards in the forms of items and experience for helping them complete that quest, rather than having to have them come back and help you do a bunch of things to get up to where you were. And you can go back and do those things later, and they can help you if they wish. That, I think, is the beauty of the Fallout 76 questing system. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you and your friends to drive the narrative. The enemies. A lot of people have problems with the enemies. They say they're super easy. They don't take enough damage to kill. There's lots of complaints there. First of all, Bethesda's AI has never been groundbreaking. It's run at you, shoot at you, swing at you. Things accidentally take cover because they will sidestep and strafe behind things, but that's not part of the programming. It's just what they do. And that's always been the case. There's no tactical masterminds among the raiders. That being said, this was, even if you played all of the beta, even if you got max level, you're not experiencing endgame content. You're not experiencing final content. if Bethesda is doing their job, and hopefully they've talked with some people who know what they're talking about when it comes to online games, they will be collecting statistics on time to kill, difficulty, death rates of players, and they will be adjusting the game difficulty on the fly to make it so that you have a consistent level of difficulty from start to finish. I won't judge whether or not this game is too easy until I've had some time to really sink into it.